Greetings, Oxbow Creek students, staff, and families. Welcome to a new week. Please stand and say the pledge with Miss Schaefer's class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have some students here with us today to share about the Expo project they did last year. We're going to start with Aiden. Aiden, can you tell us about your project?
I worked very hard with my mom to build all this stuff. And we got the cups because my dad, he has a lot of money to buy stuff. And all these cups, like the 5 is the blue, so that's the highest score. And the green is like the 4th score, and the orange is the 3rd score, and the pink is the 2nd score. And I worked very hard on this because it's very big, and we got a lot of boxes at my house.
So you were creative in using what you had already in your home.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. Can you tell me, was it a lot of fun also?
Yeah.
A lot of work, but a lot of fun to do something really different. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Delaney.
Last year I did a scrapbook, and so my mom and dad, I came to Target with my mom, and we were looking for like just a thick notebook that I liked a design, and we picked this unicorn one, and I wrote in it, and after I wrote in it, so the right side was only writing, and then to hide if the writing leaked through, we put a picture on the other side. Yeah. And I really enjoyed doing it, and we got some stickers to match it, like some rainbow stickers and some unicorn stickers. They were all in a pack. And my favorite picture is my picture on the cover because I went on Thomas the Train, and I kept trying to get out the window.
Will you turn that and show the camera? That is great. That's pretty great. Thank you for sharing. Iris, how about you? Tell us about what you did last year.
Last year I did a fairy garden because I had done it the year before, and I wanted to do it again because it was a lot of fun 2 years ago. So I went and looked at the pictures, looked at them, and then I went to Michael's with my parents to get more things like moss and rocks, and then I put it all together. Didn't glue anything down because I'm thinking I might do another fairy garden this year, but use some different elements.
Yeah.
And
that's great. So it was so much fun last year, you really want to do it again.
I enjoyed it.
That's great.
It was really fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Peter, how about you? Tell us about your project last year.
Last year I did a movie. A guy just walking through a forest, then a mountain, then I think another forest. So when he met different animals on the way.
How did you come up with that idea?
Because I wanted like something that I wouldn't have to like move. It could just move by itself.
You just created it to do that for you. That's pretty great.
A pterodactyl flew above his head. A dragon landed on his head. He kept walking. Ah, a snake.
Thank you. Charlie, what about you? What did you do last year?
So I did a live performance, and it took me about a month to get it down. So if you didn't know what I did karate, and you'll see it in a few seconds.
Wonderful. Did you have a lot of fun?
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of practice and preparation, but in the end it was a really enjoyable experience.
Uh-huh.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have some students here today to share their book brags.
Hi, I'm Ben from Neon. I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite books, Prince Fly Guy by Ted Arnold. Prince Fly Guy is about a fly that is in a story about to go into a castle, but he wakes up the giant. If you like fly books, then you would love Ted Arnold books.
Did they love to read this? Prince Fly Guy? Tell me, was it funny? Yeah, that sounds like a good one to read. Thank you so much, Ben.
Hi, I'm Mason from 3WH. I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite books, Basketball's New Wave by Brian Mahoney. Basketball's New Wave is about the stories of young basketball players and how they came to the NBA. If you like basketball books, then you would love Basketball's New Wave.
Wonderful. Did you learn a lot as well?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a good combination. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Naomi from 40E. I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite books, Fuzzy Mud by Lewis Second. Fuzzy Mud is about a girl named Maya and a boy named Marshall who always walk home together after school. One day, Marshall decides to go on a shortcut through the woods. When Maya touches a fuzzy tip of mud, her hand breaks out in rashes and warts. If you like fantasy and mystery books, then you would love Fuzzy Mud.
Wonderful. What was your favorite part about that book? Did it make you laugh or make you think a lot?
Think a lot.
Think a lot. You like that kind of a book that makes you think about something, and maybe were there parts of that you could relate to as well?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for sharing with us. I hope you all learned a little about a book you might want to read in the future. I have Grace here with me today because Miss Clark has recognized what a wonderful job she's doing in class. Here are some of the things that you're doing that are making things go so well for you. She's really good at managing her emotions. She's able to see a challenge from a new perspective and work to solve that. That's pretty incredible. You're very friendly and you get along with your classmates really well. You also have one of my most favorite traits to talk about. You have grit. And that means when something is challenging, you don't give up. You keep working hard until you learn that or until you're successful. That's pretty incredible. Does that feel pretty good? Yeah, nice work, honey. Thank you so much. And we have Evelyn here, and Evelyn is here with us because Miss Kane has noticed wonderful things that she's doing in class. Here's a little about what she's doing. She's a fabulous student and is always working when she's supposed to. And when her work is done, she's trying to even improve more and learn more. That's really great. She does a nice job also helping friends that need help. That's really great. You know, when you do those things, it makes class wonderful, not only for you and your teacher, but for all of your classmates. Thank you so much. We have our 4th grade Artist of the Month here with us today. Their project this month was focused on contrast and emphasis.
Hi, I'm Haley from 4G. Hi, I'm Reese from 4G.
Well, I'm here with Jackson today, and he and I were just having a really good conversation about something important that's coming up. We know that February is a special time for us to learn and celebrate Black history. So can you tell me a little bit about what you've done?
So I did a book review about Harriet Tubman, and I wanted to choose her because after I saw the movie, I asked my mom if I could see her phone so I could search her up. search her up, and then when I went home, I did it on my iPad too, and then it showed like most of this, so I wrote it. So I went back to school the other day and I wrote it, and I asked my teacher if I could do a book rag, and she said yes. So I wrote everything out.
Absolutely. Will you read that to us?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jackson from 2CA. I am here to tell you about one of my favorite books, Harriet Tubman, The Road to Freedom, by Joanne Mattern. Harriet Tubman is about a woman who led over 1,000 slaves, including her husband and her family. By listening to God and never giving up, she was successful. If you like biography books, then you would love Harriet Tubman, The Road to Freedom.
That's great. Thanks so much. So you watched a movie which made you really curious. You wanted to learn even more, and you found a book that gave you even more information. That's wonderful. Well, Jackson has really just modeled what we are opening the door for many of you to do as well. I hope we have a lot of interest. We are going to have some special book brag forms that look a little like this in the office, and we're inviting you to do a little research about significant people in our African American history, and come read the book, share some information, and come sit with us and share what you've learned. We hope you take advantage of this. We can't wait to hear what you've learned, just like Jackson did. Thank you.
Do you remember Shadow's challenge? Last year, Shadow invited us to participate in a reading challenge during I Love to Read Month, which is February.
February is just around the corner, and once again, Shadow wants to challenge us as readers.
For the month of February, you can earn a paw print for every book that you read at home.
After you finish a book, take a paw print, put your name and book title on it, and give it to your teacher to turn in.
We will display our paw prints in a chain or trail around the building. Look for Shadow by the Media Center and watch your chain grow.
Last year, our paw print trail went around the whole school. I wonder how far it will go this year.
You will receive a note this Friday with your first paw print and the details.
Students who participate will have their names entered in a drawing for a free book from Oxbow's PTO.
Happy reading!
That's all we have for this week. Let's make it a great week.